so sorry. My fault. Sorry. Still walking, please.
Sorry. Yeah, he's filming me. See that?
What exactly is the issue?
Well, right now
Just
he's
trying to
filming me.
understand.
I didn't even say anything.
No, I know. I've been saying that.
Yeah,
But
thank you.
I
Did you
want to
see this?
understand, like, what was the problem on your end?
Why would you assume it's my end?
No, I'm saying, like, what's your explanation?
I've seen you probably every morning for the past three months.
Yep, I know.
You never come out that door. You usually sit right up there, you watch your videos and stuff like that, right? That's what you explained the other morning. When I saw you come downstairs, I knew it was some oddity. At first I thought you were looking at the fire truck, but I knew better than that. You seemed smarter than that. Then I saw this one come around the corner. This one the other day when I was sitting right here, you always see me sit right here, correct? Okay. So the other day when I was sitting there, she walks up to me with the most obnoxious voice and tone that you can ever think of. I don't know if she was having a bad day, whatever the case was. I would like you to move out of my way, and I would like you to step 6 feet back. When in actuality, if she would have just gave me 2 seconds and said maybe a little bit more nicer, I was going to move out of her way naturally. There's been people that walked in this door that are on crutches and everything else. And if you really pay close attention, I'll let them in the door. So somewhere in between the ends of it, she starts getting louder, whatever. Call her an asshole. Actually, I called her an asshole probably 3 times because that's how she was acting, like an asshole. So whatever her premise is for calling you out here ahead of time to come back down here, and as you can see, I was sitting there eating at first. I hadn't even put on a cigarette. Now you can let her conclude there.
He's called me an asshole. Isn't that enough?
Is that against the law?
To tell you about this?
Is there a statute against the law for calling you an asshole? Of course you can't answer that. There's no amendment, there's no statute or anything else. So, ma'am, go on about your business. Quit trying to make a scene and have a nice day.
I understand the issue.
There's no issue with me.
But he
Yeah.
has been here for the past, like, 3 weeks, and there has never been a complaint about this at all. And he's always sitting here calmly. So I understand his point of view. I also understand that there could have been some miscommunication, but he has the right to sit here. I can't really do anything.
I'm not saying he doesn't have a right.
And I can't tell him not to call you an asshole or anything above those lines. If it was on both of your guys' part, I mean, there's really nothing I can do.
Okay.
He's been here for the past 2 weeks and there's never been a complaint.
Right. And I am parking my bike here, which I do for the past 3 weeks as well. I have a right to do that, don't I?
Yeah,
And I have a right to do that without being called an asshole.
No, you have a right to be called an asshole after you impede other people.
No.
You sound like an intelligent woman, so you do understand the declaration and definition of impede, correct? I thought so. You're a very smart woman, a very manipulative woman. If you spend your energy doing something else, maybe you have better timing. Have a good evening, ma'am.
Wow. I'm glad that's actually on record because believe it or not,
That's what you did the other day.
an attorney would
That's
not-
I know they would. And there's no Connecticut state statute for filming you, nevertheless, either. You can look that up.
I'm not going to bother.
You say you was telling it to a lawyer, ma'am. Have a good day.
I'm really shocked that
I know you are. You're appalled and obnoxious. This video, I want to just lay down what happened here, all right? So you guys will understand this is how you deal with quote unquote white supremacy, arrogant white people, nasty white people, or just plain simply just motherfuckers, all right? So about a week ago, I was standing at the exact same location as you're going to see in the video. And I always sit right here. And matter of fact, most of the lives that you see from this location right here, this is where I shoot them at. So this old woman walks out. She's not that old. She's probably about 60 something, you know. So she walks out, and what she does is she looks at me, and she says with the most authoritarian, this nasty, belligerent, obnoxious voice, "I'm gonna need you to move back 6 feet and get away from my bike." I was like, huh? I was like, first of all, mama, listen, let me tell you something, right? First of all, I ain't into bikes, I'm into cars. I've been around Maseratis, Lambos, everything you could think of to drive. And I ain't just in freaking New York, I said in Miami, LA, or whatever. But let's get that, the fact that she was on a bike. Let's get back into how she was talking to me, or how she was attempting to talk to me, which blew my mind. So I said to myself, I said, yo, you know what? Let me tell you something. I would have moved naturally, meaning you wouldn't even have to ask me. I would have just gave you the consideration had you not been so nasty and belligerent and this plain out jerk, which you'll hear in this video too. I say the exact same thing to her. So she starts turning into her Karen mode, starts getting louder and louder and louder, trying to put on a real scene in the parking lot. So, of course, in the end, she could look like the victim. But I didn't go with her. And that surprised her. I surprised her today too when I didn't go with her. She thought, well, today he'll probably be off key. So ultimately it ended up with me calling her an asshole about 3 or 4 times. I said, you're an asshole, you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Boom, whole thing's over, right? So today, let me tell you, she shows up again. And I guess she was already here where I was at. So very slick. And what you're gonna see in the video is, I noticed that there's a Latina security guard. And she comes downstairs and she tries to play it so smooth. And then she tries to act like she's my friend at the end. But that broad wasn't my friend. Let me tell you what happened. She got busted out. She comes down the back steps or whatever. And at first I see a fire truck moving. So I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe she's checking out the fire truck. Nah, not in this state. This broad had really came out here to watch me so she could watch this old broad get her freaking bike. And so I already knew what was going on. I mean, they act like they was doing something like so just unique and